Hello Boro fans, it's Joe from Boro Fan TV and this is the preview for the upcoming game on Saturday the 26th of October with a 3 PM kick-off as the Boro take on Fulham in the Scarbet Championship at the Riverside Stadium. Now going back to Wednesday night's trip at Huddersfield, well, in my opinion it was a point gained, but it's a game we really should have picked up 3 points, to be quite honest. You know, the amount of chances we had throughout the game, Huddersfield never caused a threat whatsoever apart from the couple of free kicks which they had in the first half. I mean, the first half chances, there's a couple from Ayala that missed, where we should have been burying it. And then obviously, the second half, Ashley Fletcher, you know, 2 sitters in the space of 2 games, which he fails to convert. And that one must have been the worst of the lot. Should have buried it. But it looked offside when I looked back at it on Sky Sports, but should have been a smash and grab, and he should have put it in. But apart from that, we looked positive throughout the game, and like I said, Huddersfield never really caused a threat throughout the game all night, and a good following from most Boro fans as well. I think just around the 2,000 mark we brought down to Huddersfield on a midweek game, and that was some commitment from the Boro fans there. So going into the squad, you know, when I saw the team get off the coach at the Johnson Stadium on Wednesday night, I could tell straight away that Darren Randolph didn't travel with the team. And then I found out through previous social posts later that he was injured. He suffered a chest injury. And then Jonathan Woodgate said in his press conference earlier today, which is Thursday, as I'm recording this, that Dan Randolph actually picked up a chest injury. So he'll probably be out of action for at least 2 to 4 weeks, as Middlesbrough put up that Darren Randolph will be facing a short spell on the sidelines with that chest injury. So, but Ainsley Pears, when he debuted against Huddersfield on Wednesday night, he looked really solid, really sharp, even though he didn't have much to do all night. He's a very sound, promising keeper is Ainsley Pears. So we'll see how he does in this tough test that we got coming up on the Saturday. Plus, from the squad as well, it's great to see Hayden Coulson back after injury that he picked up against Brentford. He played a couple of games in the under-23s and now he finds himself back in the fold when he came on as a sub on Wednesday night. And he's probably in for luck for a start, hopefully, on Saturday. And Fletcher could do with the rest after missing those 2 sitters in the last 2 games, and probably a chance for Britt to come back into the squad, as he was came on as a sub and was pretty much looked solid on the part, even though he never grabbed a goal really on Wednesday night. Now going on to our opponents, Fulham. They're currently flying at the moment after being relegated from the Premier League the previous season, and they currently sit 7th at the moment, just around the playoff spots. In their current record so far, they played 13, they won 6, drawn 4 and lost 3. The last result was a 3-2 midweek win at home against Luton Town. So current head coach Scott Parker has really got the players bouncing back after their relegation last season, and the players they've got still kept some of them from the season they were promoted and from the Premier League. So they've got a good solid bunch in their ranks as well. You know, obviously you've got to look at the main threat, which is Alexander Mitrovic. You know, he's going to be their main threat throughout the game, and you've got to think of the likes of Anthony Knockaert and also Ivan Cavallero and also Bobby Decordova-Reid, who they brought from Cardiff as well. He's a really solid player. Plus they've got a certain Cyrus Christie in their ranks, who had a short spell with us a couple of years ago. And don't forget Tom Kearney as well. I reckon he's probably one of the most underrated midfielders in all 4 divisions of English football. I really do rate Tom Kearney a lot. Last season when we played Fulham, last time we played Fulham, not last season, obviously, because they were in the Premier League last season. Last time we played him, remember the 1-1 draw that we had against him at Craven Cottage, and then the reverse fixture at the Riverside, Fulham beat us 1-0 on the day. So games against Fulham over the years have been very entertaining for the neutral throughout the years. I think I remember the time where we beat them 3-2 at the Riverside when Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank scored the winner that day, and Fulham were 2-1 up at one point. And then back in 2002 when Massimo Macaroni scored his first 2 goals for the Borough, and then Fulham pipped us back after that. And then, like I said, Borough fans, it's going to be a tough test for us on Saturday, but, you know, from what I saw in the last 2 games, there were some positive vibes going around the club in terms of performances, but we just need the goals and we need to get the wins to keep us afloat, you know, because we still sit a couple of points below the bottom 3 after the draw we had on Wednesday night. And plus, you've got the likes of Huddersfield and Stoke both catching up with us at the same time. We need to start getting them wins in. And the next couple of tests, you know, we've got, obviously, this coming up on Saturday against Fulham. And then we go to Derby the week after that. And then we go to QPR the week after that. And then we've got an international break on top of our next fixture, which will obviously be Charlton at home. They're tough games, but we've got to take our chances and win them. Like I say, fans, don't forget to like, share and subscribe as always. Our social media links to Facebook, Twitter and Instagram are below as well. And until then, Boro fans, I will see you on Saturday at the Riverside. Take care. Up the Boro.